Hello traders, welcome back to another weekly Forex Forecast with one man. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, turn on post notification. All we do here is just two simple things. We look at order flow coupled with what? Our technical analysis. Order flows are simply the orders that the institutions are taking where they are trading towards. So we look at what they are doing coupled with our technicals to also be able to um, get our positions or pick trades if the opportunity presents itself. So this week we're quickly going to look at gold, the technical aspect of gold. So if you've been trading for some time or if you've been watching gold has been crazily going up with what? Non-stop, no pullbacks, no major pullbacks, nothing. So what we can see on gold is, on the monthly time frame, technically, gold was in sort of a range over here. And then when it broke the range, it just what keeps going higher and higher and higher and higher until the price gets to 3,500. Now, one thing about this market is the market does not just what fly forever. It needs to pause and give some certain types of what pullbacks, and these pullbacks could be major, could be minor. And in gold, if we check on the monthly, the next level of support that we can identify on the chart is around 2,700 after this major breakout. So on the monthly, we don't really have any key thing than to say that what gold is still very bullish. Then when we go to the weekly time frame, what can we see? Now on the weekly, gold is still what creating series of higher highs, just pullback, minor pullback, high, minor pullback, high, minor pullback, crazy highs. Gold has never created any major pullback. So on the weekly, things are still clearly very bullish. So since everything is still bullish, the only thing you can identify on the weekly right now is to shift this monthly support or resistance that has turned into support into the next level. Then we move towards the daily. Now, on the daily, things are a little bit, should I say clear, or things are a little bit understandable. If I choose to just remove everything and then use the daily chart, then all I can map on the daily is we have this key level of what support, or this key level where price had a minor pullback to, and then what flew or ran all the way to an all-time high once again. Now using these key levels, then I can map this previous high as my next level of what uh support. So resistance turning into support, resistance turning into support. And we know technically after a break of what structure or a break of a resistance, for resistance to turn into support, there needs to be what a retest for a new high, right? So in terms of price action, we can say what higher high, higher low, higher high. We need to count for what a higher low for us to be able to go to what the next what higher high. So technically, everything on the daily is becoming what so nice, and that level of um, resistance turning into support is around um, 3160, 3160. But then again, there is what a level of what demand or a level of support just right here, which price is what reacting to. So the question is, will this level of support be able to reverse the market all the way back, or we will be able to what? Move all the way to what? This daily break before the market would reverse back. Now, before I'll be able to answer that, all that I need to do is to go to what? My order flow chart. Now, when I go to the order flow, I want to look at what the institutions are doing. Now, on the institution side of things, the long side is still what? That we they have over 240,000 longs in the market, and then what? Only 77,000 short in the market, which means that from the bigger boys or from the institution side of trades, they are still what? Buying gold than what? Selling gold. That is why they have over 240,000 longs compared to what? Just what? 77,000 short. But what did they do recently, this past week? What did they do? We could see that on the short side of things, they closed over what? 6,459 out of what? Their total 77 short. So closing more short on your gold simply means that what? They are still expecting what? More bullish, because what? They are closing their sell positions. But then again, those who are having the long positions, they've closed 18,000 of their long positions, which means that what? These 240,000 longs that are in the market, 18,000 of them, or 18,000 positions have been closed, which means that what? They still do not currently believed that what? Gold is going to start what? Going up at the moment. Now, reading this thing is a little bit simple, but let's look at what? The net positions. Now, on the net position side, you could it is here. They have about 163, 163,000, which still means that what? Overall, there is still what? More longs in the market. But the key thing that I look at weekly by weekly is what? The net change. Now, the net change gives me what? 12,000, negative 12,000. So, negative 12,000 simply means that what? Gold is a little bit what? Bearish. So, gold being a little bit bearish, does it mean that what? We are going to look for selling opportunities? No. Why? Because the net position is still what? Very, very bullish. Hence, it means that what? For us to be able to get a trade, we need to look at a key level of support before the buyers are going to step in. So when I go to the chart, I could see over here is what? A key level of support where for 2 consecutive days, the sellers are not able to extend what? Their selling pressure to this level of what? Next support. But also the buyers were not able to what? Fully step in the market to start pushing the market up. That is why we saw what? This um, indecisive what? Bullish candle. So looking at the quote report and looking at my technical, when I go to the 4 hour, I could see that what? On the 4 hour, things are a little bit what? Clean, and the price action is a little bit okay. Why? Because if I map key levels, this area here is simply what? An area where we had what? Several what? Um, Support acting at what? Several support, and finally support got broken. We pushed back and we got rejected again. Now the question is this rejection going to push the price to where we are expecting on a higher time frame before we get a full-blown reversals, or price is just gonna what? Stay around here, stay around this zone, and then what? Finally reverse. Now, for me personally, I take time when it comes to what? Entering gold positions. I take a lot of time when it comes to what? Entering gold position. Except I want to scalp, then I can go on a more 5 minutes, 15 minutes to be jumping in up and down, up and down. But for me to take a swing position on gold, remember the institutions are what too long, which means that what for me, my overall bias on gold is still to buy and not to sell. But I need to look for an area of what key level where I can confidently buy and have what higher chances of what the trade going higher. So over here, what that all that gold is trying to do over here is sort of what indecision. Why? Because after price came here, we pushed, and then what we got, we had another rejection. But one thing from technical aspect is that what if you want to map base of structure, then gold has created what this level as a low, and then what it has not been broken yet. So until this level has until gold is able to take out what this 3000 what 3200, until gold is able to take out this level, this could be the turning point for gold to what go all the way what up once again. So now, how am I going to take a trade over here? Am I just going to jump into this bullish candle and put my stop loss below the low, and then expect it to what fly? No, I'm not going to do that, because at any point in time we can still see the price reject from here and then move to this level. So if I want to take a trade, there are two levels that I'll be so comfortable to take it. One, if gold is able to break above this resistance, this 4-hour resistance, a retest, then I can what? Take my buy, because that is going to now structure wise high, low, higher high, higher low. Then I can what? Look for what? A buying opportunity after a retest of this level, and then what? Gold can now what? Fly back to what? An all-time high. Another way to look for an entry is to see if gold is just going to play around here and then drop back to the 3167 zone before any bullish trade, which means that what I have only two levels I'm looking to buy gold. If gold come back to this level of what resistance that has turned into support, then I'm likely to find what a buying opportunity all the way to the upside. If I'm not able, then if gold is able to break above this level, creating what a high, come back for what a low, then I will look for what a buying opportunity and send the trade all the way what up, which means that what if gold is not able to come to this level, then my second buying is going to be what? At 3284 to ride the trade. Stop loss below how the structure is going to be formed. So if we have a high, low, then look for buying opportunities from here, and stop loss what? Just below that level to send what? The trade all the way up. So for gold, I have only two key levels I'm looking for. For this level, for me, is just what a range. So this area over here is what a no trade area, because the price is what just ranging. So is it going to break above the range, change structure, give me a lower high for us to go up, or this range is going to push price all the way down, then we find the bottom, maybe another range, break out of this range, then a new buy all the way. So technically that is the only thing I'm expecting on gold coming this week. Now, one thing, the reason why I'm also not looking for sales is because when we look at the US data, the news that came last week, most of them has been bearish, which means that the dollar is still not so strong for um crazy sales. The dollar is still not strong for us to be getting what crazy sales. So this range, gold can just continue to be here until what it breaks up. But then even if it comes down, this is still a key level for me to be watching for buying opportunity. So that is all on gold, and this is all I'm expecting next week on gold. If it plays out, we're gonna make money. Now let's quickly dive into what some currency pairs like let's look at Euro USD. I think Euro USD is also one of one nice trade that we should look at. Now, when I look at Euro USD from the weekly perspective, we've been having what this crazy uptrend of late. Then we have what this key level of what resistance that Euro USD just broke. So we all know technically that what after a break there should be a retest, and after a retest, if there's a confirmation, we ride what the trade all the way up. If I go start from the monthly is still telling me that what Euro USD has what the potential of what still moving all the way towards 1.22 area. When I go to the commitment of traders or what the institutions are doing, and I look at the currency um, area, I could see uh, large speculators. Good. Now, on the euro side, what can I see? Euro is still what net positive 75,000. So there are still what more buyers on the euro than what the dollar, which is just what negative 449. So Euro USD, there are still more buyers of the Euro USD. Looking at what recent changes, there has been what a positive 10,769 long positions on the Euro USD. So when I go to my chart technically, it only tells me that what I should look for a key level of support on the chart and what look for buying opportunities rather than what trying to short the market. Now I could see that what price has taken out this level, and for the past 2 weeks we've been trying to have that retest that can give us what the potential next leg all the way up. So when I go to my daily time frame, I could just see a very nice level, which is what 1.1200. So we have the 1.1200 that price broke. We have this beautiful trend line that what price is gradually moving towards, going to act as a support, and then could reverse the price all the way up. Going to the 4 hour, you could see neatly trend line touch 1 2, we are coming for what a third touch, and a confirmation from here would surely send price all the way up. Now on the 4 hour, there is also this level where price broke. So yeah, so this 4 hour level of resistance, this 4 hour level of resistance, that price broke, and then we are just sort of playing around here, having can have this third touch, and from here Euro USD is just going to play around, and then finally it's a buy. So in the coming weeks, for me, Euro USD is still a very nice buy. Stop loss around 1.1, stop loss around 1.108, and this is a very nice 1:8. So if you're able to uh on a 4 hour get a very nice bullish confirmation over here, we jump on it, and then we leave this trade to run for the next couple of 1 2 or 3 weeks to get a crazy 1:8 risk to reward. Let's quickly look at some other euro pairs. Now when I look at the euro, I could see that there is more strength in the euro compared to most of what the other pairs. Comparing euro to Canadian dollar, to New Zealand dollar, to Australian dollar, and even the pound tells me that what there is what more bias, or there's more strength in the euro compared to any other currencies, which tells me that what for me to be looking for best opportunities these coming weeks, the euro is the best, or is the best choice for me. So when I quickly look at Euro AUD on the 4 hour, levels have been mapped already. Technically, I could just go on the what daily, and we could see that what we have very beautiful this level where price broke all the way, and then now gradually we are coming to this level. So what am I going to do? All that I'm going to do is on the 4 hour expect what a buying opportunity from my what 1.74 area. So I'm still expecting some pullbacks to this zone where I'm going to get a buying opportunity all the way what back, which is still going to give me about 1:3. So I'm expecting a buying opportunity on around what 1.7400 all the way up. Why? Because looking at what the institutions are doing, there's still what more longs on the euro compared to what the Australian dollar. The euro is way stronger. Let's quickly look at euro NZD. So euro NZD similar. Price has broken what? So we are just what in this range over here, and I'm expecting that what in the coming weeks price is just going to what drop back to what 1.8800, 1.8750, around this zone where I'm expecting what to buy euro NZD. So euro NZD, I'm expecting what a buying opportunity. When I go to what euro card, now on Eurocard, what am I expecting? I'm also expecting what a buying opportunities. Why? Because the euro is way stronger than what the card. The institutions are what buying more euro than any other currency pair, which means that what within the week there's what a possibility that what we can see price drop all the way here before what the buyers come in. Why? Because based of technical, we had what our first touch, our second touch, and this was our third touch, which what could reverse price. But we saw what a break of the third touch, which so technically we had what a high price range, and broke the range, retest the range, and is showing us what signs of what pulling all the way to what this level. So for scalping purpose, I can what try and what take myself from this level, and then what expect price to drop on, and expect price what to follow through, and then what drop to my buying zone. So on euro card, I can take this sell, I can look for a lower time frame sells, and then what scalp the sell all the way down here before what I wait for my buying opportunities just what right here. So my key swing trade is to buy, but my short-term scalp trade is to what scalp a sell before what the main buy. So the next euro pair is what euro GBP, and on euro GBP the same concept. We have what a key level of what resistance that has been tested double times, got broken, break, retest, and then what continuation, basic what price action. So we've already what broken this level. So all that I'm expecting on euro GBP is to see any bullish candle from here, and then I will go what long, stop loss just below this level around 0.844, and then take profit is going to be around 0.86 or back towards the high of what 0.87. So this week, that is all. We are just what our the best pairs to be looking for is what the euro pairs, euro USD, euro AUD, euro NZD, euro GBP, you know, and euro card. These are my best pairs that I'm looking to buy them. Why? Because from the institution side, there are what more longs on the euro than any other what currency pair. They have over 75,000 net position longs, and this past week they've added 10,000 more long positions. So that is technically all that we are expecting on Eurocard. When we look at if you watch my last week trades on the pound pairs, quickly on the pound pairs, where I said that GBP US. So if you've not watched my last week's forecast, you can just watch my last week forecast where I break down the pound pairs into details. So my subsequent videos are just going to be to update the trades, not to restart the breakdown or analyzing it all the way again. So we said that what for GBP AUD we are just what in the range, and I said in my last video that what I'm expecting what a break above, and when we are able to break above retest, then I will get what a buy. But if you're not able to do that and we have a breakdown, a retest, then I'll sell all the way down. And we had a breakdown, so I'm just expecting that retest before what we we drop all the way to what around 2.0300, and from 2.0300 there's what a higher, because this is what a break of structure. We had this crazy run coming for a retest, and then we can what fly all the way up once again. Because so technically I am going to just wait for what some sort of what pullback, and then what a sell all the way down to 1.2300. When I look at the next pair, which is GBP NZD, now GBP NZD, the same concept where I said that what we are looking for a break above, and within the week we were able to get what the break, and then we had over 250 pips. I got over 250 pips out of it, and then I closed my trade, and then now price what has what reversed back to the range. Now the question is it going to what break and go down? No, I don't think so. But looking at the uh, what the institutions are doing, they are still what more bullish on the pound than the New Zealand dollar. But then this past week there's what more New Zealand longs compared to what more pound what longs, which for me, looking at the numbers, is just telling me that what this thing is going to be what in a range, because the numbers, the difference between the numbers are not that much. So it is just going to play around here. So looking at the net positions, I am still expecting that what we are still going to buy. But if we break below, then I will update the chart and start looking for what where the price can get to. But there is a higher possibility than what price is just going to play around, and then we are going to get what our buys from GBP 80. Now, the same thing looking for GBP card, like I said last week, we are waiting for this level to buy, and finally price is at this level. So but then still there's no confirmation yet. There's no confirmation yet. All we need is what confirmation on this level, then I can buy GBP 80 all the way to the upside. So technically that is all. If you like how I analyze my charts, if you like how I break down the charts, you know, looking at what the institutions are doing coupled with technicals, then like the video, turn on post notification. And if you also like to join my group, you can comment, and then I will add you to my group, where when I'm able to enter a trade, I can send it there for everybody to also take. Like I said, I am now beginning to